Would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem? Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, Chase, Alex, Hudson, and PJ for that rendition of the national anthem. First off, before I get started, just a couple things. How about that Dragon baseball team with a 9-0 victory? And secondly, we could not go without saying thank you for this beautiful weather tonight to celebrate these seniors. Before we honor and celebrate the graduating class of 2021, there are a few special guests here tonight that play an integral part of the success of our seniors and direction of our district. I would like to recognize our Board of Trustees, President Michelle Moore, Vice President Todd Carlton, Secretary Dave Allman, Board members Matt Bryant, Danny Gilpin, Eric Lennon, Sherry Mills, and our newly elected board members tonight here as well, Hannah Smith and Cam Bryan. Also with us for the vision and the direction and leadership to guide and unite Carroll ISD Superintendent Dr. Lane Ledbetter. His team, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Courtney Carpenter. Assistant Superintendent Matt Miller. And Assistant Superintendent William Wooten. And finally, the voice of Carroll Dragons, Ken Goodman. At this time, I would like to bring up your senior class president, Mr. John Michael Sadler.
All right. Good evening. As Mr. Duhan just said, my name is John Michael Sadler, but most of you guys know me as Jomo. And I've had the distinct honor of serving as the 2021 Carroll Senior Class President. Yeah, sure, why not? Since I'm the opening act, I would like to start off by saying a few thank yous. So I've only got 5 minutes up here, so if we could save the claps till the end, that'd be great. I would like to thank all the administration that made this in-person and optional mask-wearing graduation possible. You can, for sure. To all the incredible faculty and staff for teaching us valuable lessons both in and outside the classroom, but most importantly, putting up with us when we were goofing off a little too much. My own people, the Carroll Dragon Marching Band, for spending their Friday night out here with us. Shout out trombone section. To the production team that does all the lights and the speakers and everything in between, and who get to sit up in those cool boxes up there that I've always wanted to go in. To friends and family for traveling hundreds of miles to come out here and support our entire Dragon family. And thank you for those of joining us online that couldn't make it here. To my fellow class officers, Everett, Brittany, Casey, Liv, and of course, our advisor, Ms. Fuller. If I could share the stage with you, I would, but I kind of enjoy the spotlight. And finally, to my fellow seniors, I couldn't ask for a more supportive and enthusiastic class in which I've made so many great relationships that will hopefully last a lifetime. Let's give a round of applause for all those good people. Okay, now for my spiel. When I was coming up with something to write for my speech, I was thinking, I'm just an 18-year-old kid, young man, that's trapped in this world we like to call the South Lake bubble. Let's be honest here. We really don't know much about how the real world works. So what kind of wisdom or insight could I leave with you in just this now about 3 minutes I have with you? As we've all gotten older, our friends have changed and our classes have differed. However, we have had many common goals in our years at Carroll. From box-top pizza parties, to trying to win countless games of backboard dodgeball, to getting the most flips of a water bottle, and for being the first to become TikTok famous. We have all strived for the same objective, graduating. We have tirelessly worked, and some of us, like myself, procrastinated to get where we are now. I just want everyone to take a minute and picture their 10-year-old self. You got it? The awkward haircuts, some of us had braces, the Nike Elite socks that went up to our knees. You might be thinking, I can't believe my parents actually let me go out like that. But I also want you to think about how your 10-year-old self just didn't really care all too much. You probably weren't concerned about SAT scores or being in the top 10%. Well, some of us were, but good job, guys. What most 10-year-olds care about is what locker decor they could show off or whether or not they should play soccer or football at recess. And they did it all with such pure and simple joy. We have grown up with the pressure of always being number one. Number one in sports, number one in academics, number one in the arts, number one in making sure everyone else knows about it. And while Carroll has instilled excellence in almost every part of our lives, we have to remember it's okay to make mistakes sometimes. It's okay to laugh at ourselves. It's okay to not take things too seriously, one thing I specialize in. So while I hope that each of you does your best in whatever may come next, I hope that you embrace the awkward, goofy child inside of you. Be confident in that annoying laugh. Don't get embarrassed by those awkward side hugs at grad parties. Don't be ashamed about air drumming to the songs during passing periods. Oh, is that just me? Oh, okay. Now, I'd like to end with a quote by a wise old scholar, my mom, and by old, I mean middle-aged. You have 18 years to be a kid and the rest of your life to be an adult. But I think you have 18 years to be a kid and the rest of our life to be an adult with a choice. And that choice is whether or not we will take each adult problem we face with the simple joy that our 10-year-old self taught us. Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce the 2021 Salutatorian Stephen Chang.
Good evening, class of 2021, family, teachers, and friends. We were all warned multiple times how fast this day would approach, that college will be here faster than you think. I don't think any of us truly understood that warning until right about now, where about 600 odd of us are sitting at the stadium wearing green shower curtains on the very last day of our high school career. It's been an impossibly short ride. When I was told I had to speak here, my first instinct was to fake illness and spare everybody the horror of my public speaking ability. I was then told faking illness was probably inappropriate in the current climate. I was at a complete loss for what to speak about. Lessons, memories, good wishes, all of it seemed somehow inadequate to describe my past 12 years within this school district. So, with the trademark flair of a chronic senioritis patient, I decided to just give up. Instead, I would rather speak to the future that lies before us and what we carry from these halls to the next. Truthfully, I'm scared for what these next years hold. Freedom, independence, and risk, all bundled into one. Next year, we enter another chapter of our lives. We'll be freshmen again, college or elsewhere. We will be in a bigger world, lost in a new world that seems infinitely large and familiar. I remember these same feelings from my freshman year. Excitement for the new freedom of being able to use my cell phone in the halls in the cafeteria, and the fear of having a GPA in the more regular classes, and the factional separation between the kids from Carroll and Dawson. Their lessons, intentionally or unintentionally, given to me by the school, teaching me how to learn, communicate, and adapt. Nothing could have prepared me for the vast amount of information crammed into a lesson in AP Biology, and nothing could have prepared my naive self for the idea that I would soon forget who went to my middle school and who didn't. This will once again be a reality for us, and I implore you to all once again prepare to enter Carroll High School. We will be unprepared, but we will learn. Lessons will continue every day, regardless of where we end up, at a pace that exceeds anything we have experienced so far. We will meet and connect to people with far different backgrounds than simply coming from a different middle school, but we will grow. These values and lessons that Carroll has given to us are the traditions that we are to protect. It is different for each and every one of us, and uniquely valuable. These lessons were only possible because of the support of our wonderful teachers, parents, and peers out there. If my fellow students would pardon me for speaking on their behalf, I would simply like to say thank you. It is something that we don't say nearly enough. We always think that it's not the time to express these things. Thank you, Mr. Pollack, for creating a lovely classroom environment where you genuinely were not afraid to be wrong. That allowed me to come out of my shell and come speak to you today. Thank you to my mother, who graciously did not question me when she found me at 4 a.m. eating peanut butter directly out of the jar, saying something about mind maps. And a special thank you to all my friends who supported me through some of the hardest moments of my life. Words cannot express how many of these years have meant to me, how much they have changed me, yet here I am, attempting to convey even a microcosm of my academic career. Next year, I will be majoring in mechanical engineering and pre-medicine at UT Austin, and I plan to go to med school after university. All of us will go far, growing far and close to the things we hold today. However, we will not forget the values and lessons given to us by this school, our teachers, friends, and family. Whatever this dragon tradition may mean to you, I look forward to seeing where it will take you. Congratulations, class of 2021, and thank you. I would like to introduce and welcome the Student Council President, Jolie Lay, to the stage. I'll leave it here.
Oh. Sorry, I need a stepping stool. Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and especially my fellow classmates. It's so nice to see your smiling faces without a mask on. Tonight, I would like to tell you briefly what COVID has taken away from us and what COVID could not take away. It took away the tedious familiarity of our first day, a day we had gone through 11 other times, yet still anxiously awaited the night before. It took away conversations about summer vacations in the hallways, about boring summer jobs that we will never return to, or horrible sunburns we are still trying desperately to recover from. It took away the showcase of new styles, even though everyone seems to be dressed the same. The girls enter with white Air Force Ones and shirts that are 2 sizes too big or 2 sizes too small, desperately trying to avoid missed shot by making little to no eye contact. While the guys follow shortly behind wearing one of 2 options. The first being khakis and a shirt, symbolizing the need for their mother's approval and picture before they left the house. Or the second being shorts and a t-shirt, which will be worn every day for the rest of the year, even in the winter. COVID took that away. Instead, it gave us 2-lane hallways that seemed to flow much more efficiently than 1709, and masks which made every encounter a game of Guess Who. It gave us muted Zoom backgrounds, blank screens, blank stares, and desks that are 6 feet apart. But COVID could not take away our desire to learn. We have finished a year with hundreds of AP class credits and acceptances to Harvard, Stanford, Georgetown, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, A&M, UT, and many other reputable and amazing universities that will further your success in life. In the fall, COVID took away 15,000 people on a Friday night under hot lights cheering for our amazing football team. Woo! It took away little girls with wide eyes waiting desperately to mimic the twists and turns of our incredibly talented Emerald Bells and cheerleaders. It took away our standing ovation for the band as they performed a song whose tempo I still can never get correct. I either start embarrassingly too soon or drastically too late. COVID took away homecoming with our historically huge green and gold mums, which some claim can be seen from space. It took away our parade, which would have showcased our beautiful homecoming queen, Allie Sharp, and our handsome king, Everett Potter, waving to the future Dragon School children as they lined the streets of Town Square. It took away our homecoming dance and the nervous dates, the scared freshmen, and the entire room fighting gloriously, almost in slow motion to the front of the stage. But COVID couldn't take away our school spirit. It couldn't take away our determination to succeed. It couldn't take away our 34-27 victory over Duncanville. Woo, go Dragons, and our trip to the state finals game. It couldn't take away our Lady Dragon basketball team going farther in playoffs than they have in the last 20 years, or our state champion debate team. It couldn't take away our continued success in cross country, tennis, golf, soccer, wrestling, swim and dive, lacrosse, choir, water polo, and theater. It couldn't take away our softball and baseball seasons, which are still creating memories, and our robotics team making it to the World Championship. In the spring, COVID threatened to take away our prom, our field days, our dragon event, and our graduation. Yet pals still cheered for the elementary school kids as they traded batons just like we had all those years ago and just like we are today. Our administration and class council fought for us to dance one last time at prom, or what might constitute as dancing. The Dragon event still raised over 2,000 essential items for food banks and local charity organizations within our district with the support of our class. And here we are, beginning and ending our journeys together at graduation. So ultimately, here's what COVID could not take away. COVID couldn't take away us. It couldn't take away the bonds we have created and the achievements we have made. It couldn't take away this moment right here as we celebrate the beginning of a new chapter. And so, as we collect our diplomas, turn our tassels, throw our caps, we say to our future, take us away. Congratulations, class of 2021, and thank you. Thank you. Finally, before I exit, I am honored and excited to announce the class of 2021's valedictorian, Caroline Tang. Caroline was a member of Carroll Medical Academy, National Art Honor Society, French National Honor Society, and the Social Studies UIL team. She will be attending Rice University during the fall and pursuing a degree in chemistry and art history. Please welcome Caroline Tang.
Hello, everyone. I'm very honored to be giving this speech right now. I did some research on past valedictorian speeches to prepare for this, but to be completely honest, I'm still extremely nervous. I thought of piling on as many cliches as possible because what's more relatable than a cliche? But according to some sites, that's not advisable, and I've decided to spare you all from having to listen to 5 painful minutes of platitudes. I want to first congratulate the class of 2021 for surviving such an unprecedented year. We persevered through this pandemic, overcame a deep freeze that left many of us without water and power for days, and endured many awkward moments in class thanks to technical difficulties for teachers and DVA students. Together, as a class, we've proven ourselves to be innovative, determined, and resilient. And we've learned the importance of adapting to difficult situations and being grateful for what we have. In the end, this year has only made us stronger and more ready to take on what tomorrow gives us. I also want to thank everyone who supported me throughout this journey. Thank you to my family for always rooting for me, and my friends for motivating me during rough times. Thank you to all my teachers who've inspired me to do my best in their classes. There are really too many to thank, but I want to point out a few. Mr. Johnston brought art history alive, and I would never have considered majoring in it if I hadn't taken his class. Despite its heavy workload, I enjoyed every minute of it, and it was my favorite class. Madam Hayes and Madam Gold made French class so entertaining and piqued my interest in French and Francophone cultures. Mr. Horn pushed me to experiment and step outside my comfort zone with my artwork, which has made me a better artist today. Mrs. Martin's AP Chem class was one of the most rigorous yet interesting classes that I've taken, and I'm so glad to be a part of the CMA community. And lastly, I'd like to thank Mr. Colvin. I had him for 8th grade science, and I still remember the many life lessons that he gave to my class. At the end of the year, he had a personal conversation with every student. During mine, he told me he believed I could be valedictorian. At the time, I didn't believe him at all. It didn't even pass my mind that I could be up here giving this speech. But what I remember most, and what will stick with me forever, is his advice to me. He told me to stay humble and remain true to myself no matter what happens in life. One thing I'd like to emphasize in this speech is to write your own story and not let others define who you are. I know, very cliche, but hear me out. I feel that in today's highly competitive world, one has to plan out exactly what they do, every decision and move they make in order to be deemed successful in the eyes of society. But not everything is about checking the right boxes, for example, money and status. These days, we try to quantify everything with GPAs and test scores for students. Later on, we judge people by what cars they drive and how big their houses are. But there's one thing that you can't quantify, and that's your personal sense of fulfillment. It's important to live a meaningful life, and no statistic can completely measure that. Your worth is much more than a number. Therefore, do what you want. Don't just follow what others tell you to do. Although turning 18 comes with a lot of responsibilities, no one expects you to have your whole life figured out at this age. So keep exploring in college and beyond, and take pride in what you do. I just want to say that I'm amazed by the diversity of talent I've seen in this class. We have activists, athletes, musicians, artists, actors, debaters, entrepreneurs, inventors, and the list goes on and on. All in all, this class is full of trailblazers, and I know each and every one of you will go on to do something meaningful in your lives. My dad likes to quote Shakespeare in saying, "The world is your oyster." I used to cringe when he'd say that phrase, but I feel it's truly fitting at this moment, so I'll repeat it for you all. The world is your oyster. Go out there, experience life, try new things, meet interesting people, take a chance, and seize the day. Live the kind of life you want to live. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2021.
Let's give another round of applause for our 4 speakers tonight. Parents, grandparents, family, friends, and of course, the graduates of 2021. Before I share my thoughts with you tonight, I would like for us to take a moment of silence to honor a classmate and a coach that should be celebrating with us tonight. Senior David Timothy Allen and teacher coach Carl Landerson. Thank you. The senior students tonight that we are honoring and recognizing have certainly reached a milestone in their lives. They have accomplished so much and have so much more to accomplish, so much more to achieve, so much more to experience. We are so very proud of each and every one of you tonight, and we look forward to watching you lead us in the future. However, we know that your success could not have been possible without the support and encouragement along the way. We would like to recognize some very special people who have contributed in a monumental way to that success of these graduating seniors. First of all, would all the parents of a senior please stand so we can show our appreciation? Next, would all the grandparents and great-grandparents and those that are home joining us please stand? And finally, we cannot forget about all the teachers, counselors, and staff in Carroll ISD that's made the impact on our seniors as well. Would you guys please stand? So as I gathered my thoughts tonight to share about the class of 2021, it's obvious, especially from the 4 speakers, that this class is special. We've heard about what COVID has given us or what COVID has taken away. From us, they may be referred to the COVID year class or the excuse of blame it on COVID. But what makes you all special is the resiliency and determination to overcome. You guys became one of the first districts that started school on time when others were looking for us for direction. You overcame a new and different way of learning, whether it was face-to-face, DVA, or hybrid. Thank you to those teachers for that model. You were determined to compete in your extracurricular challenges or extracurricular activities and challenge the so-called quarantine. Finally, you were excited to celebrate a prom one last time with your class when other schools did not have one. Because of this, it has been a pleasure and honor to see each of you grow into the fine young men and women that you have become and the success that the class of 21 has achieved. This success has been at the district, regional, state, and even national levels, and you heard it in the areas of arts, academics, and athletics. Not to mention the legacy that you guys will leave on our community. The class of 2021 has volunteered over 60,000 hours of community service. For that, I thank you. You have also earned an enormous record-setting $34.2 million in scholarship money. And finally, Carroll High School and Carroll Senior High School hit an all-time high of AP tests given this year with 3,218 exams. So to this COVID year class, I just want to say thank you, seniors. Now I would like to reflect on a couple things your education at Carroll Senior High School should have taught you. Among the most important of these is the great value of learning to work and live with an attitude of excellence. Treasure this attitude. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. You see, the difference between school and life is in school, you're taught a lesson and then you're given a test. But in life, you're given a test that teaches you a lesson. Life is the most difficult exam. Some fail because they try to copy others, not knowing and realizing everyone around you has a different exam. Approach these lessons with the great attitude. It will serve you well. Never use the word can't. Always say you can, and you will find out that things are much more rewarding when you break a sweat for it. I also hope your experiences at Carroll Senior High School has given you a sense of the common values and beliefs that our community unite as all dragons. As we are different, as we are from one another, we are also more alike. We value trust, love, integrity, honesty, and team. We realize these commonalities only when we share, as you guys have this year, in real-world experiences of the trials and tribulations that we've faced. As a campus and a staff and a community, we truly define what it means to be family. And it's great to be a member of the Dragon family forever. Your education at Carroll Senior High School should have also taught you that knowledge and skills alone are not enough. It's how you use that knowledge that you've gained that counts. That's what we call wisdom. Wisdom to do the right things, not just do things right. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. How do we find success? Some define it by the amount of money you make. Some define it by great health. Some by family. Some define it by serving the community. Just know that success will change over time. However, I know that each and every one of you have the will to succeed, and I know that each and every one of you will be great. Finally, Dragons, remember that you will be judged not on whether you took the best from the world, but whether you, as Dragons, gave the best to the world. If you don't design your own plan, chances are you're going to fall in someone else's plan. You are the author of your story. You are the author of your life. Write your own story and let it be seen. Let it be heard. You're going to make mistakes, own them, get over them, and turn the page. I know for a fact that each one of you will contribute to our society in a positive and productive way. And do not worry about the things you cannot control, but take care of the things that you can control, like your commitment, work ethic, and attitude. Seniors, the class of 2021, I leave you with these final words. Tonight, we will be giving you your diploma. But let's be very clear. I'm not giving you anything. You have earned that diploma. Just know that starting tomorrow, you will continue to have to earn everything that you want. So the class of 21, you are an awesome group. We congratulate you, and we wish you our best. Thank you. We love you guys. And now at this time, Dr. Ledbetter, by the power vested in me as the principal of Carroll Senior High School, it gives me the distinct honor and great pleasure to hereby certify these 718 students sitting before us today have met all the qualifications for graduation as set forth by the Texas Education Agency and our local Carroll Independent School Board of Trustees.
All right, thank you, Mr. Duhon. And by the power vested in me as the superintendent of Carroll ISD, I now accept these students and congratulate them on completing the required credits needed for graduation set forth by the Texas Education Agency and our local Board of Trustees. Congratulations, class of 2021. And I know I stand right here now before, kind of in between you getting a chance to receive your diplomas. Mr. Duhon gave me a couple minutes to make just a few comments. I'm going to do that. I know you're excited to begin this next chapter in your life. I want to specifically thank the entire Dragon community for supporting our schools and, more importantly, for supporting these graduates. And as has already been mentioned, it's the students, it's the parents, it's the teachers, it's the coaches, it's the directors, and it's the community that makes being a Dragon special. And I want to thank each of you for that. To our graduates, as you walk across the stage in just a couple of minutes, and I promise it's going to be just a couple minutes, be sure to take a look at the individuals in this crowd. I know you've already done that. Take a look at your friends and peers sitting next to you and cherish it. Take today in. Take this moment in. You're going to remember this forever. You've worked very hard to get here. You made many decisions over the last few years, whether it was to take those challenging AP courses, which it sounds like. We've taken more classes, more tests than we have in the history of Carroll Senior High School. You've competed at high levels in athletics, and you've worked hard to accomplish amazing things. You've developed your talents in the fine arts. You've been involved in numerous clubs, activities, and many of you have volunteered across this community. All of those choices that you made were an aspect of you developing and fostering excellence for yourself and continuing that tradition of excellence in Carroll ISD. And along with these decisions to foster excellence, you also faced many challenges in the midst of COVID-19, and we've heard many of our speakers tonight reflect on how that impacted you in school. Your high school experience actually changed midway through, yet as a class, and we've heard this tonight over and over, you accepted that challenge and you met it head on. During this time, you demonstrated grit and you demonstrated perseverance. You demonstrated tenacity. You demonstrated empathy while also learning that life can be fragile. You learned to support your peers during this time. And these are all skills that will absolutely carry you throughout life. And as you take that first step toward the goals that you have set for yourself in the future, call upon that grit. Take that first step with confidence, knowing that you can persevere because you've done it for the last couple of years. Take that first chance. Take that first chance knowing that you've already met so many challenges and you've succeeded. At times when you take that first step or that first chance, or you even go beyond and you take a risk, which was mentioned earlier in one of our speeches, you may not succeed. You may not succeed in the way that you wanted to, but be determined to keep going. You have already done that for much of your time in high school as a result of what you've had to deal with. The experiences and knowledge gained in taking those first steps or that risk or that first chance will absolutely be worthwhile as you live your life. It's these firsts that can make and form an amazing life and create something more meaningful for yourself and for others, and even perhaps for this community. So even in the midst of these unprecedented times, as a class, you have left a legacy of excellence, just like Mr. Duhan mentioned. You've left a legacy of excellence for future dragons, all the dragons that come behind you. So I want to thank you for always giving your best, and I want to thank you for being your best during your time in Carroll ISD. So as superintendent of schools, I want to congratulate you one last time, class of 2021.
And the moment we've been waiting for.
Valedictorian. Valedictorian. Check, check. Check, check. Valedictorian, Carolyn Wong Ting. Salutatorian, Stephen Lu Zhuang. John Michael Sadler. Jolie Paige Lay. Chase Bradford Adams. Darasimi Emmanuel Adiyama. Vaughn Scott Amos. David Scott Armstrong. Haley Marie Baskell. Alexander Eleftherios Barris. Rishik Bethy. Deboprita Bhattacharya. Laura Brambilla. Emma Propabeti Buchek. Tara Luis Butler. Reginaldo Remigio Capati. Andrew Wilson Carlton. Vivek Narain Chari. Shirhan Chen. Saket Reddy Chanayagari. Samuel Jack Colvin. Emma Marie Costa. Griffin Matthew Davis. Gurpan Singh Dutt. Kira Deborah DeCesare. Carter Sargent Doby. Brian Jax Fernando. Drake Gregory Ferry. Emma Helene Flett. Emma Estelle Fraga. Jeffrey J. Ging. Mitchell Dennis Greenberg. William Rushford Grubbs. Luke Bennett Hollenbeck. Isabella Brooke Hanson. Caroline Ann Howe. John William Hubert. Amira Hussein. Gabriella Faraza Jamal. Rory Logan James. Arnab Reddy Kasarla. Helen Luna Keller. Jack Stephen Kester. Mana Kiani. Michael James Keatsman. Akash Kurapati. Gabrielle Mary Curabella. David Wesley Lau. Preston Mitchell Lee. Preston Lee Locke. Ashton Elizabeth Logan. Kellen Lawler. Oscar Zachary Leidick. Holly Nita McGee. Annabelle India Martin. Emma Shing McCall. Aaron Lee McNabney. Faith Ann McNabney. Elizabeth Rose McTaggart. Anna Jane Matelski. Logan Marie Mikolasik. Amur Shamim Mosin. Francesca Emma Morisano. Correction, Caitlin Marie Moore. Francesca Emma Morisano. Hemant Mukesh. Matthew James Murday. Nadia Mustafa. Richa Nog. Sean Waylon O'Keefe. Dia Gansham Punjabi. David Scott Peebles. Alex Kwan Pham. Amal Siddiqui. Mega Hannah Subash. Joseph Gleason Sweeney. Daria Tadlawi. Lakitha Sai Virapalli. Imad Asif Virani. Aditi Raj Vrushab. Mary Grace Nadia Wabi. Sophie Madeline Walters. Katie Ann Wilwaco. Megan Maria Wolf. Jessica Liu Yang. Katie Zhang. Isabella Zhou. Daniel McGregor Abel. Jack Taylor Abram. Cameron Jane Adams. Carter James Adams. Tony Gabriella Afalabi. Lauren Elizabeth Aguirre. Aaron Rehan Ahmed. Wusung An. Borja Al Metafago. Jaden Faith Elshai. Rainia Shireen Alam. Mason Woodson Alexander. Brendan David Alm. Lance Richard Almond. Ignacio Alonso Pagan. Brock Christopher Anderson. Kelly Grace Anderson. Dylan Patrick Anderson. Mia Ella Anderson. Tessa Faye Anderson. Andrew LeBeau Askew. Kenza Zahira Asal. Landry Brooke Austin. Grayson Stone Autry. Emily Catherine Baku. Gabriel Baya. Caitlin Nicole Beyonce Baker. Kayla Marie Baker. Christian Kren Ballant. Charity Michelle Ball. Brooke Amelia Bankister. Bryce Edward Bankus. Graham Davis Barth. Zachary Basinger. William Hayes Bodwin. Luke Benedict Becker. Brock Ellis Belknap. Peja William Behrens. Robert Allen Birkland III. Toby Yerk Bernatat. Corbin Anderson Best. Mackenzie Kate Bevel. Jay Bhakta. Arnav Kumar Bhatia. Bennett Jansen Bibza. Claudia Ann Begalki. Jack Marshall Burnback. Mary Ellen Blight. Zachary Warren Blado. Zoe Rose Blue. Justin James Bonanno. Kyle Vincent Bonaparte. Ian Christopher Bonham. Patrick Patrick David Bonham. Jake Walker Booher. Jacob Graham Boos. Sarah Isam Buhamdan. Kelsey Elizabeth Boyette. Napur N. Brumbat. Ryan Patrick Brannigan. Jared Thomas Brewster. Justin Cole Brewster. Jillian Claire Brown. Isabel Claire Brundage. Peyton Matthew Brush. Matthew Charles Bryant, Jr. Evan Paul Budvitis. Marin Lee Bumpus. Isabella Maria Buncher. Carl Hayden Burcham. Xander James David Burkett. Andrew Alexander Butler. Abigail Elizabeth Katamatori. Maggie Shea Capone. Andrew Nicholas Carboni. Lauren Elizabeth Carmona. Benjamin Michael Casey. Jacob David Casey. Tyler Thomas Casey. Noah Nathaniel Castro. James Troy Cates III. Olivia Kidd Cavassini. Ava Faye Chad. Michael Jaden Chambliss. Ashley Jane Chand. Isaac Salvador Chavez. Solomon Isaiah Chavez. Madison Blair Chilcutt. Morgan Taylor Chirkolik. Timothy Love Chong. Elena Inez Sierri. Rachel Nicole Clements. Logan Matthew Klein. Allie Nicole Cullen. Dalton Kirk Coleman. Paris Olivia Coleman. Logan Michael Colpo. Jackson Riley Coniglio. Catherine Harrison Connell. Corbin Grace Cormack. Macy Lynn Cottingham. Tyler Robert Kernoyer. George John Kudamanos. Wesley Graves Craddock. Trey Michael Cravens. Grace Marie Cropper. Emily Sage Cundiff. John Allen Hugh Cunningham. Sarah Kate Cunningham. Stephen Charles Cunningham. Dylan Andrew Curtis. Elizabeth Olson Dalton. Elena Grace Dang. Alan Shane Darnell. Sebastian Dart Soto. Amelia Marie Davidson. John Alexander Davis. Lucy Charlotte Davis. Brandon George Dean. Megan Marie Dean. Carter Michael Deaton. Brooke Lauren DeCavitt. Mary Annalise Demas. Julia Marie DePaulo. Elijah Karim Danani. Alina Adasa Dickens. Akil Didarali. Sophia Leanne Dietrich. Alexis Marie Dillard. Krista Arizona Dillard. William Sawyer Dockel. Catherine Elise Doherty. Charles Alexander Dominguez. Christopher Brian Dompka. Kevin Michael Dompka. Connor Thomas Doyle. Gabriella Rianne Driscoll. Reese Barry Dugan. Alyssa Noel Dumas. Anirudh Dattaroy. Luke Henry Duval. Libby K. Dyer. Andrew Lee Ebers. Kate Avery Edge. Erica Sierra Eagle. Ava Milan Eldred. Daniel Joshua Eldred. Jackson Lee Elmore. Kinzer Lee English. Oscar Seymour Erickson. Tomas Esposito. Matthew Christian Estridge. Michael Alexander Estridge. Tatum Ashley Evans. Adrami Fall. Kalila Hannah Fambro. Emma Claire Farina. Afton Mary Fay. JC Diane Belkins. Yannick Akwobi Felly. John Patrick Fergus, Jr. Liv Ashlyn Ferguson. Alice Mary Fisher. Michael Chong Fisher. Ryan Nicholas Flammer. Benjamin Ryan Flett. Brittany Ann Flexer. Antonio Michael Flor Cruz. Cody Charles Foreman. Jacob Charles Forsberg. Emma Catherine Forsyth. Andrew Fu. Zachary K. Fulmer. Lauren Alexandra Galbraith. Andrew William Galt. Annalise Marie Galt. Jason William Garcia. Preston Sky Garman. Jackson Wyatt Garner. Jace Hayden Garner. Austin James Garza. Ross Bryson Gatlin. Leah Marie Geschke. Danish Ganchi. Amay Jayesh Gia. Gavin Matthew Gibbs. Caleb Conrad Gillette. Nathan Lindley Glay. Natalie Angelina Glenn. Drew Michelle Gabi. Tony Michael Gonzer. Sophia Josephine Gunterman. Isabella Gonzalez Lures. Patricio Joel Gonzalez Velasco. Jackson Charles Goyne. Mason Jordan Graw. Joseph Richard Graziano. Michael Logan Grimm. Annika Leanne Grunewald. Olivia Helene Grunewald. Jonathan Michael Greenwald. Caitlin Nicole Gessner. Casey Morgan Gum. Rachel Lauren Garari. Irving Guzman. Hunter Mitchell Hack. Austin Chad Hazy. Ava Grace Hall. Lauren Olivia Hall. Joanna Lynn Hammer. Gretchen Opal Harder. Sophia Aurora Harder. Craig Hunter Harriman. Dylan James Harris. Hamza Ahmad Hashmi. Riley Elizabeth Hatton. Christopher William Hay. Ashley Elizabeth Hayden. Timothy Davis Hayes. Kennedy Lee Heath. Riley Lynn Heck. Adriana Bell Hepron. Evelyn Louise Heil. Madison Marybeth Heil. Tatum Lauren Hendrick. Haley Roseanne Hernandez. Sabrina Hernandez. Samuel James Hernandez. Matthew Thomas Husby Hetrick. Alexandra Emily Heyman. Kian Odell Hickman. Berkeley Elizabeth Higgins. Dylan Lee Hill. Ryan John Hines. Morgan Faith Hobum. Jordan Ashley Hockwalt. Hunter Joseph Holden. Owen Michael Holloway. Brooke Patricia Holman. Grant Trevor Holman. Carter Shane Holmes. Natalie Elizabeth Holt. Carrington Alexa Honea. Laurel Hannah Maria Hook. Ella Grace Horton. William Paul Hosey. Lauren Michelle Hostler. Owen James Huang. Carly Suzanne Hubick. Kayla Patricia Hubick. Jacob Burton Hume. Luke Richard Hume. Aaliyah Idoski. Ashley Elizabeth Irvine. Ocean McCallum Isom. Aiden Jamil Parker Jabri. Kaya Marie Jackson. Phoebe Marie James. Olivia Maxine Jefferson. Kyla Paige Jensen. Kylie Mayun Johnson. Taylor Moon Johnson. Annika Peyton Jolly. Jessica Huang Jones. Scott Morgan Jones. Travis Matthew Jones. Michael David Joyce. Cannon James Cady. Zach Kadir. Neil Mitchell Kalra. Vanitha Carnati. Britton Henning Kaufman. Andrew Carter Cady. Avery Brooke Kearney. Kareem Rami Kalaf. Sammy Rami Kalaf. Adam Ahmed Khalil. Alina Zara Kawaja. Yaelin Irene Kim. Mariah Aaron King. Peyton Robert Knezik. Bailey Marguerite Coing. Martin Anthony Koning. Jack Hudson Koonsman. Evan Grant Kopf. Harry John Lacaste. Avery Nicole Lackey. Olivia Jewel Lamont. Nicholas Manning Langenberg. Mackenzie Lee Langston. Alexander Keith Larson. Jenna Lauderock. Jacob Thomas Leffingwell. Christian Zachariah Leslie. Diego Latafe. Maxine Benavente Lim. Brunner Andrew Lind. Theodore John Lisa. Leilani Angelina Lamas. Adam Jasso Lopez. Carson Lorraine Lopez. Meta Magaswaran. Elizabeth Reese Mallory. Erin Marie Mann. Shay Elizabeth Manning. Anthony Paul Marciano. Dutch Robert Mark. Jacqueline Arlene Murata. Benjamin Davis Martin. Tessa Morgan Martinko. Megan Lane Matthews. JC K. Matson. Christian Louis Moras. William Levi May. Mason Cole Mayberry. Brian David McCarthy. Madeline Marie McCaskill. Caden Nicole McQuistion. Abigail Sierra McIlvain. Maxwell James McClarty. Cameron Marshall McLean. Gage Thomas McManus. Aaron Victoria McNamara. Christopher David McSwain. Darian Golden Meacham. Aspen Noel Meadows. Brandy Michelle Mendez. Samir M. Merchant. Matthew Christopher Marino. Isha Jawant Mapankar. Casey Elaine Middleton. Alexander Everett Miller. Braden Scott Miller. Cecilia Maria Miller. Eleanor Lee Miller. Jackson Andrew Miller. Ryan James Miller. Ward Anson Miller. Zachary August Miller. Sierra Lena Medotti. Jennifer Marie Messimer. Isaac Mateo Mondragon. Madison Paige Moreland. Gabriella Ann Morisano. Anna Claire Morris. Hunter Aaron Morrison. Stephen Scott Moses. Joseph William Mossberg. Meredith Rachel Murphy. Parker Gregory Murphy. Amaline Naziha Moyed. Megan Nair. Nikhil Kumar Nandigama. Jeremiah Elias Navarro. Jonathan Elijah Israel Navarro. Umair Naz. John Braxton Nyman. Bhargav Krishna Nelapalo. Juniper Ann Nelson. Jenna Diane Neves. Morgan Nguyen. Tinan Nguyen. Sydney Reese Nickel. Caden O'Brien Newalney. Ethan Ryan Noblet. Rylan Zane Norgart. Trinity Jada Norwood. Tiana Lee O'Neill. Brittany Alana O'Quinn. Matthew Alexander Obregon. Eggy Naz Aktanaglu. Nikki Oladier. Joshua Brent Oldroyd. Maxwell Lee Oliver. Brendan Michael Olahan. Abiodun Teniola Onanuga. Matthew Scott Orzak II. Alika Alondra Osadolor Hernandez. Fehan Ibrahim Osman. Paul Jared Alston, Jr. Tatiana Aliyah Pacheco. Jezelyn Ann Page. Nora Elizabeth Papp. Tatum Lane Parks. Yash Roger Pate. Sophia Valentine Patton. Weston Chase Paul. Chloe Nicole Payne. Luke Aaron Payne. Madeline Hope Pearson. Christina Marie Padano. John McMillan Peebles. Mia Victoria Pepe. Clayton Wayne Peretti. Luke Charles Peretti. John Thomas Perkins. Henry William Percy. Cole Thomas Peterson. Hunter Andrew Perovi. Aubrey Pham. Joshua Tay Pham. Luke Tiun Pham. Bailey Aaron Phillips. Lauren Madeline Pick. Jackson Windsor Pogue. Keegan Catherine Polk. Anna Lynn Ponzo. Abigail Elizabeth Pothier. Everett Andrew Potter. Morgan Elizabeth Potter. Avery Crystal Preston. Bryce Donald Prince. Moritz Proel. Anna Catherine Proskovic. John Thomas Prost. Elena Renaud Pulliam. Ethan Samuel Pulse. Alicia Elizabeth Hyatt. Morgan Michelle Quillen. Campbell Lorraine Rackley. Mackenzie Ray. Eza Azka Rafiq. Noah Alexander Ron. Ross Anthony Ramirez. Joseph Michael Randolph. Summer Rashid. Grace Gabrielle Reekers. Rachel Noel Reekers. Caleb Reed Renner. Caroline Faith Raynol. Caitlin Bailey Rhine. Macy O'Quinn Rice. Dylan James Ritchie. Abigail Lynn Richmond. Braden Asher Reek. Kaylin Marie Riley. Christopher Michael Rittenauer. Benjamin Evan Rogers. Estella Sofia Romero. Jessica Nicole Rosen. Zachary Joseph Rosen. Avi Rose. Rohan Vishnu Rumala. Charles Marco Russi. Rhett Dylan Rutledge. Lindsay Lee Bryan. Simon Benjamin Sathoff. Brandon Giovanni Salazar. Noah Jack Sampson. Patricio Andre Sanchez Viniegra. Mary Elizabeth Sanders. Anmal Sandhu. Madison Grace Sanclev. Ethan Daniel Satsky. Logan Michael Shoneman. Sydney Ida Schelling. Azalee Scheuer. Megan Elizabeth Schnacky. Ashlyn Machiko Schneider. Madeline Ashley Schneider. Avery Lee Shainhals. Parker Aaron Schneiders. Emma Marie Schoaf. Olga Isabel Schulte. Robert Anthony Schutz. Alec Patrick Schwartz. Latava Marquette Seaton, Jr. Grant Eston Cedino. Emma Ray Self. Caroline Grace Samadani. Matthew David Skanga. Faith Lena Shafapur. Allie Morgan Sharp. Phelan Q. Sharp. Dalton Matthew Sheehan. Rund Shahada. Darren Shin. Nicoletta Andreadis Shockley. Sohan Sharsta. Riley Connor Silpies. Emma Rose Silverman. Dylan Michael Simon. Jake Kelsey Singer. Wyatt Hampton Sipple. Karsten Elise Smith. Hunter Alexander Smith. Joel Andrew Smith. Madeline Mabel Snell. Liam Charles Snyder. Mark Thomas Snyder. Noah Sorrell. Jordan Nicole Sowell. Connor John Spagnoli. Owen Walter Spieth. Catherine Elizabeth Spraggins. Harrison Robert Stables. Jessica Lynn Stanier. Courtney Grace Stebbing. Emery Ann Stevens. Jack Finley Stern. Christian Coy Marquise Stokes. Justice Blake Story. Catherine Deanne Stemke. Nicholas Xavier Swafford. Brianna Ray Swanson. Andrew Ryan Swagger. Jackson Aaron Switzer. Moise Hassan Saeed. Nurton Tyree. Nathaniel Ramos Talatala. Ria Conchetta Taluja. Burke Adiz Taniel. Ethan Carlos Tavera. Abigail Lee Taylor. Clayton Knight Taylor. Maya Tawari. Ria Tucker. Henry Wyatt Thompson. Leon Alexander Timberlake. Cole Brandon Timmons. Nadia Tanyu. Anna Karen Torres. Fernanda Torres. Kayla Renee Towry. Christopher Isaiah Trujillo. Harriet Sylveda Tasunis. Ava T. Twomley. Dylan James Tyler. Tomas Valderrama Pena. Ava Paige Banzelis. Grayson Andrew Vasquez. Casey Lionel Venice. Anna Lynn Verity. Spencer Riley Voss. Gavin Reed Vosberg. Hannah Lauren Wade. Christopher Grayson Walthall. Tyler Michael Wormay. Connor Wasilewski. Zachary Elliott Wassef. Lauren Nicole Watson. Stephen Lee Wayland. Dayton Nicolette Weaver. Adam Russell Webb. Hayden Joseph Webb. Jack Martin Weil. Daniel Peter Leslie Ware. John Thomas Welsh. Luke Andrew Wenger. William Kenneth Westover. Anna Caroline Whitaker. Avery Claire White. Madison K. White. Evan Denise Whitman. Kate Alicia Whitmire. Dapo Paul Wild. William Joseph Wilkerson. C.K. Tyreek Williams. Haley Blake Williams. Benjamin Randall Williamson. Grace Caroline Williamson. Joshua Lee Wilson. Tyler Kemp Wilson. Cade Randall Wood. Bennett Thomas Woolsey. Lucas Daniel Wortman. Victoria Catherine Zhang. Victoria Lauren Yu. Peter Michael Zalewski. Quinn Walter Zavadnik. Isabel Christina Zavalos. Ikia Saeed Zia. Caden Tate Ziegler. Alexander Philip Zito. Zachary Brian Zavanacek.
How about one more round of applause for all the graduates of 2021? And now, once again, welcome Student Council President Jolie Lay for the salute to the class.
I'm not going to get my stool. Congratulations, class of 2021. Now you may turn your tassels. Oh, please stand. Please stand and turn your tassels.
And now let's welcome our Carroll Senior Choir, led by Director Paul Doucet and Evan Ramos, for the singing of our alma mater. Thank you, choir, and to the class of seniors of 2021. Class dismissed. Thank you, parents, families, and friends. Good night.